Good to see you. Matt Lee joins us, and he joins us every Wednesday, and we're talking November numbers and things. Every time we talk about the previous month numbers, it's always good news for Kingston.
Yeah.
Holding steady.
Things are holding steady. They're going up. So we're looking at numbers in comparison to last November 2015.
Okay.
And yeah, things are looking good. You know, we are kind of in that supply and demand. You know, the listings are down a bit. The sales are up. And it is a healthy market. It's not an extreme amount, but things are looking very good.
And with new jobs coming to Kingston, we're hearing big factories starting next year, the year after that. Things are only going to get better.
Things are looking good, actually. I spoke to Kedco last week, and actually the numbers for Kingston, it says that the Kingston economy is supposed to, the GDP is going to be 1.8. forecasted for the end of 2016. We're getting to that point, so they're probably going to be right bang on, which is actually it is higher than Ontario for the second year in a row. So we are growing higher and faster than others in the province. So
that's great to hear.
Yeah.
We got some numbers we'll put up on the screen. You can talk us through it.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so total numbers. The total listings for the month. So new listings in November were down 21%.
From last year?
From last year's November. The year before, you know, we're in the 520 range. This year, 2014 was kind of in the 544. 2015 was up a little bit higher. I think that we had a later year last year, but I mean, it's still, we're up there. Total number of sales increase was 14%. We're up 35 sales, which 2015 was 246, and this year it's actually 281. So we're getting a healthy increase there. Again, you know, we've talked about this before. Total number of sales year to date. So year to date, 2015 was 3,598 sales. This year is 3,952. So we are increasing by about 75, well, about 350.
Now, normally this is, I'm not going to say a slow month for the calendar year, but a slower month compared to the summer months.
Yeah, so we're getting into, those are the listings that are there in November. We're getting that less listings because people are preparing for winter. I mean, we did get a couple snowfalls, and once the snow hits, I mean, we do see a bit of a fluctuation in the market. I mean, in regards to how many people are putting the house on the sale, does the mindset start to go to, now it's winter? People are
just
still
hunker
buying.
Down and do it in the spring.
Yeah, so people are still buying. I mean, the interest rates are great, and they are, you know, they were trying to get to the point where maybe they were trying to beat that mortgage rule. I mean, maybe they were locked in on their certain thing and they had a certain amount of time to get things done from October 17th. But we're still seeing that increase happening. And I mean, we're still 10% up on the year, 14% on the month. The 21% down, we'll probably make that up when it comes around to, say, February, or, you know, we're coming into Queen's time. Those listings maybe just haven't happened yet for the increase.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
How are other communities doing? Let's stick with Ontario, but
yeah. So Peterborough is very healthy. I mean, for the simple fact that they're preparing for that 407 to come through and hit the 115. So therefore, people are projecting and they're buying, and basically what's happening there is that they're jumping up in numbers extremely fast. You're getting the same thing that's happening in Oshawa. You know, these people are moving outside that rim because of these prices that are happening in Toronto. They had a huge, they had a huge increase for November in Toronto again. I mean, even though they've tightened these rules and they've tightened them on the mortgage side to try to do a stress test, they've tightened over $1 million that you have to have 20% down, and they're still increasing at 16% for that month of November from 2016 to 2015.
Where are these people coming from? Is it just the whole mindset of, you know what, I'm going to ditch the car, I'm going to move downtown?
I don't know. I honestly, I mean, my understanding is that the condo prices are still staying relatively normal. I mean, from what I understand, because they're building so many, but the single family res and the semis and the towns downtown are increasing. But that's something for an agent or a mortgage broker from there to answer, and who's actually buying that stuff. You know, I think you have to talk to them.
Well, as far as Kingston is concerned, once again, we are doing extremely well.
Yeah, things are good.
Thank you, Matt. We'll see you next week.
Sounds great. Thank you.
real estate tips. Brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.